Alright, today I'm in Forbes State Forest. We parked at Linn Run State Park parking lot, but I think we're mostly Forbes State Forest. Came up Grove Run Trail from the parking lot. 1.7 miles. It's been uphill the whole way. We're turning onto Fish Run Trail. Staying at the Turnpike shelters tonight. Should be 7 miles to there from the parking lot. This is interesting. This little ridge right here. From this section of trail.
Well, now, and they, like, a couple years ago, they did, like, an international fireworks festival, and they have a bunch of big things up there.
Wow. Yeah. No, this was roaring.
Was it?
In October. I mean, like, 3 feet deep.
Oh, trail's closed.
Climb of the day, hopefully.
Wow, that is big. Okay, and the Fish Run Trail. This is the parking lot where we were parked at last January. Restrooms, picnic shelters. I can't see the sign from here. Laurel something State Park. Laurel Summit State Park. Yeah, I think that's it. You got this very short sidewalk where it turns to the left, and we're gonna keep going straight on that old railroad. Used to be a railroad grade. PW and S railroad grade. Parking lot to the right. And over Highlands Trail is right down there. I think I can even see the sign from here. I was trying to count in my head, and I think this is the 5th time I've been at this intersection. You got Beam Rocks to the left, Turnpike shelters to the right. Old familiar Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail. I've not seen this trail mowed before. I don't know what they brought through, weed whackers or something. But all the grass is cut. And here is the connector trail to the shelters, obviously. This is a relatively long connector trail from what I remember. It's been 5 years since I've been down here. Down at these shelters. Okay, I reserved, I forget what I reserved, my 10th site number 1, I think. We'll see what's down here. I have no idea what the trees are like down here. Shelter over there. Shelter. Bathrooms are down there. That's like, I think this is one here. Okay, we just walked over from shelter number 2 and walked over here. See what was over here. Fire ring. No hammock trees. Somebody got their bear line, huh? Stuck in the tree over here. No hammock trees. shelter number 2. This is Linn reserved this one. And since there were no hammock trees back there at that fire ring, we are going to look somewhere else. I am hammocking. Aaron is hammocking. And I guess Leandro and Mike are have tents. I'm thinking of trying to find, even though I reserved a tent site over here, I think the tent sites aren't really numbered. So I'm thinking to try to find something closer to the, instead of lugging firewood all the way up this hill. Firewood is down there at the bathrooms. Maybe get something down here to tent at. Let's see, this is shelter 1. We'll walk over here real quick and see what's over here. There might be, yeah, here's the tenting area back here. Actually, I think this is the one I reserved, but they are not numbered. I guess this is just tent area 1 because it's right behind shelter 1. And I can make these 2 trees work really good right here. That's a possibility. Yeah, I could definitely make those trees work. But let's keep looking around. That's site number 3. Let's see, that's 4, 5, there's 4. There's somebody in 4, shelter 4. So I don't know about, might be invading their privacy to like pick a spot here to camp. I'm gonna check out the other site 3. What's going on over there? It's pretty nice to camp here. But I guess this is tent site 4 and 5. I don't know. These trees are about perfect distance from me.
That's nice and level too.
Yep.
Real nice.
So this is, right now we are downhill. There's the bathrooms right there.
And that guy over the other place gets his privacy.
Yeah. Okay, there's the bathrooms. I just walked over this trail here. I thought maybe there were campsites over here, but because it said there's a little sign there about camping permits required. But just kind of dead ends right here. I guess this is the spring if you want to get some spring water. I don't know, that's kind of standing water. I think I might have to trust the pump. So here's what we decided after walking around down here looking for stuff. We're going to do right here between shelter 4 and shelter 5. It's got this picnic table, which is nice. Fire ring, big fire ring. There's nobody staying in 5 tonight. At least they haven't. Nobody's reserved it. Guy with his dog is in 4 right now. I guess this is tent site 4 and 5, and it said it was not reserved. So even though we reserved 1 and 2 tent sites, we're just gonna make do right here. I forgot, since this is just a single night summer trip, I did bring the smaller Nero bag with me. I got it pretty stuffed because I have my food taking up a little bit of space up top. But yeah, I got my base weight was 12.5 pounds base weight. I got 2 pounds of food. And when I weighed my full water bottles and fuel last night, they were 3 pounds 11 ounces. So probably total pack weight around 18 pounds. Not bad. Wouldn't want to go much heavier without having a without using my bigger pack. Somehow I don't know how I did it, but I did 2 nights on the doggy sides with this small pack. All right, everything's set up. Not dropped yet. Quilts are off. Fan is going. So we did 7.9 miles. 1,400 feet elevation we get. Let's see that. Grove Run Trail to Fish Run Trail, and then onto Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail and down to the shelters. Okay, pretty much ready to go here. This is Turnpike Shelters. This is the water that you get out of the pump. That's the dirty water. This is it filtered. You can put the drink mix in here and it's like helping the taste. So there is a spring over past the water pump, but it's pretty much dried up right now because of lack of rain. And even the streams that will be around here are dried up. This is a dry stream bed here. So yeah, serious, not the best water situation at the Turnpike shelter areas. And even just tomorrow, I'm gonna have to make coffee with that. But just to the next water source on the way out would be Fish Run. I believe that's our next possible water source, which is a few miles before we get to there. This is Lake's thermocell plugging into fuel canister.
No,
that's pretty cool.
we had this discussion.
Here's
We did
hobo meal.
have this discussion.
Ground beef,
Too big, 'cause we're all gonna go to bed
potatoes,
early.
mushrooms, green onions, cooked over an open flame, and maybe 2 less pounds I have to carry out with me tomorrow. Alright, camp tour before it gets too dark. Fire on. Shelter number 5. Nobody's in there. I got a food line hung over here ready to go. As soon as I'm ready to put my stuff up there. This is Mike's tent over here. There's a tarp tent. I think he said it's a 2-person. Pretty nice. Leandro's up there. I haven't looked at his tent yet. I don't know what he's got, but he's hoping it doesn't rain because he doesn't have a fly on it. I got my set up here, and there's Erin's set up there. She got the Dutchware, but it's not the chameleon. It looks pretty nice. So
You hold one of the buttons and it blinks, and I can't get
yeah,
it.
just kind of winding things down, but don't want to go a bit too early. We're talking about changing the plan for the hike out tomorrow, taking a different route. So we got to get to some water, some clean water, pretty soon. It is 8 a.m. Zippo gauge says it's 70 degrees. The sun is coming up directly right over there. So this tarp is not helping the shade for that, but it's directly behind that tree that I'm tied off to. So it's alright. Unless I'm in my imagination, I thought I heard rain last night. Find out when I get up and see if anything's wet. I have got to quit bringing this 40-degree top coat in these trips. It's just way too hot. I'll learn my lesson. The guy with the dog is up. I heard him making breakfast over there at his shelter. And I guess that was him just using the water pump. I don't think anybody else I'm here with is up yet. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting. So at least go get the food bags done. Brandon forgot to bring, or not Brandon, Mike forgot to bring his a line to hang his food bag, so we'll both hung on my food bag line, which is right over there. The highway, you could hear we're already like a mile from the Pennsylvania Turnpike. You could hear the traffic really good last night. It wasn't loud or anything terrible to keep you awake, but you can definitely hear it a lot better at night than you can right now. Looks like wish that I would have been recording back on my 2015, I think it was my first long distance backpack trip, which was also a solo trip. I parked up on Route 30, hiked 9.25 miles into this shelter area, came down to this shelter here, number 4, and set up my tent inside here. I had no idea what I was doing. It's so funny. I wish I had videoed it. I had no food with me. I had like some Slim Jims or something was my food. I had like 9 beers with me, 9 icy lights with me. Fortunately, there was 2 girls staying in shelter 5. They gave me some hot dogs and mac and cheese. So a little while later, they couldn't get a fire going, so they asked me to come get a fire going for them. I went down there, and apparently they had thrown the empty lighter, what they thought was an empty lighter that wasn't working, into the fireplace. I leaned in to blow on the fire, and that thing exploded in my face. Fortunately, I didn't get too messed up. But yeah, this was, I haven't been down here in 5 years, so this is interesting. Be back down here at the Turnpike shelters. Yeah, and also when I was coming down, when I walked from my car down here, it was an 19-mile round trip. I had a hiking pole in one hand and a collapsible stool in the other hand, and I stopped at every one of the mile markers, set up my stool to take a break. But yeah, I didn't even take any like still pictures, nothing. And we are off day 2, 9:53. I forgot to check the temperature, but it's hot already. Fortunately, a little bit more breezy than yesterday. We're going to take a different route back. We'll go up the connected trail to the Laurel Highlands Trail and make a left toward the Turnpike. Should be closer to a clean water source that way.
2 minutes, and then I remember why they're in the trap.
Chickens or
We just got some fresh water here.
The last one.
This is the spot where we stopped, me and Smokey and Bill, take a lunch break. And we through hiked. Turnpike is right over there.
yeah.
And this is heading northbound on the Laurel Highlands Trail. This is your last chance for water before the Turnpike shelters. If you're staying at the Turnpike shelters, do not get water at the Turnpike shelters.
Species of raccoon.
Okay, I've only been down through this section once before. I forgot about this water source here. Sweet bridge. Oh, we're just walking like 50 yards off of the trail we're going to be taking. We're not crossing the bridge, but since we're right here, we figured we'd take a look at it. Nice and breezy out here in this open area. That must be where they dumped the rocks that they dug out of here when they excavated this for the Turnpike.
Right here.
Sure, the view on top of there is pretty nice, but I'm not going up there. That way there, looks like on all trails, that just dead ends. We're staying to the right. Up on top of the road now, you can see forever. Look how far you can see over that way. It's pretty nice. Here's where the ticks are going to be at.
Yep.
Powder Mill Loop. Interesting. We are going to Linn Run. The other end of Powder Mill Loop over there. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, some kind of weather station. Okay, we got the option here. Take Grove Run or a single track through the woods or a quarry trail. Stay on this, which is ATV trail. I guess snowmobile trail. So we're going to go this way. They're pretty much the same distance back to the car. Not far now. Alright, before I forget, I do have a song of the day. I had one yesterday, but I forgot to mention what it was. But song of the day for today. I'm going to call it right now. There's whenever the next Grammys are, I'm going to call it Best New Artist. There's this girl from New Zealand. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Benny, B-E-N-E. I've seen it spelled B-E-N-E-E. The song I got in my head today is called Soaked. Really interesting chords. Really interesting melody. She got another really cool song, more of a poppy song called Super Lonely. I really like that song too. But yeah, song of the day, Benny, Soaked. I don't know how much of these clips I filmed on the way when we left the parking lot, but it's pretty cool. If you could see on this screen all the different lines, striations or whatever they're called on the rocks. Pretty high up there, I'd say 80 foot. So we got Linn Run State Park on this side of the road. This side of the road is Forbes State Forest, which I don't know. I think we were mostly in Forbes State Forest. All right, wrapping things up. It's I got 86 degrees on my thermometer here in the car. I guess it was 80 miles drive out here. Anyways, today was 7.1 miles. Did not feel like that elevation gain is not correct. I don't know what is the deal with this app. It doesn't figure out the correct elevation until a few hours afterwards. 3 hours moving time. I guess we stopped for water for 27 minutes. Full map. Today's hike wasn't all that great. It was mostly snowmobile trails, except for the overlooks right over here with the turnpike. Those were pretty cool, and the turnpike bridge. So the entire trail, we were right here. The entire thing we did was we came up Grove Run Trail, followed that to Fish Run. This was day one. Fish Run Trail. Where did we go? Fish Run. Yeah, okay, we kept on Fish Run all the way over past Laurel Summit State Park, came down here, got on Laurel Highlands Trail, and over to the Turnpike shelters. Today, back out on the Turnpike shelters, we headed over here. Let's see. We came down Laurel Highlands, all the way to the Turnpike. And then we cut over onto these trails, these ATV trails, or snowmobile trails or whatever. Came up this way. Quarry Trail all the way to Grove Run, which brought us back down to the car. The original plan was to just go back out the same way we went in yesterday, but we decided to change it up on the way back. Overall, I mean, it was just nice to get out and do whatever miles we did here. Let's see, 7.1 today, and I guess yesterday was 7.9, whatever that equals, 14 to 15 miles, 15 mile round trip. It was pretty hot, but just something to do. I guess that's a wrap for now. Headed to the next available McDonald's.